NOTRE.com to get your free bar.
ACC play began Friday night here at Doug Kingsmore Stadium. Charlie Barnes, a stellar effort. Another fine start for the Tigers left-hander. Meanwhile, some timely hitting as well. Andrew Cox with a couple of hits and 2 runs batted in. And Clemson rolled on to the 4-1 win against Notre Dame. Game 2 in our weekend series is coming up. We welcome you to our ACC Network Extra Telecast here at Doug Kingsmore Stadium in Clemson, South Carolina. It's a chilly, overcast day, but the Clemson Tigers look to remain red hot. Winners of 9 of their past 10, taking on the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. And hi, friends, along with Marty Clary, Pete Hannity with you. So game 2 of the series and game 1 on Friday night. Tigers doing what has been key for them during this hot streak. They got great starting pitching out of Charlie Barnes and timely hitting as well.
Yeah, in this cold weather, a lot of things could have gone wrong. Tigers took advantage of a lot of walks, pushed some runs across, and got a great victory last night.
Well, let's focus on a couple of players, starting at the top of the lineup for each. Jake Johnson for Notre Dame. They, like Clemson, had just 4 hits last night, but he had 2 of them.
Yeah, and he's at the top of the lineup, and that's where you got to get things started. They need him to be hot today in order to try and sneak a win away from Clemson.
Meanwhile, Monty Lee will go with a different leadoff hitter for his Clemson team. Probably the guy he feels most comfortable in that slot, Chase Pinder, moving up from the middle of the order to the top spot.
He's healthy now. His experience and his bat control is going to give them much more versatility to score runs and create runs at the top of the order.
And a lot of that is based on the fact that Chris Williams, the Tigers catcher, is back in the groove, so he goes into the cleanup spot in today's Tigers lineup. When we come back, our first pitch, Clemson going for a 5th consecutive win in their series with the Irish, and we return after this. Roman, a .444 on base percentage coming into the ball game, and that includes just 5 walks so far. 2 of those came last night. This one's just inside the right field line. Over the field it is Shepsky. They're going to go ahead and wave Pinder. The throw will come into the cutoff man of the Tigers, striking first with the early 1-0 lead. Again, the 1-2 pitch. Left field, Johnson going back. Looks like he's got it measured up on the hill, makes the grab. It'll be a sac fly, and in comes the Tigers' second run of this opening inning as Rollman scores, and good hustle by the runners on base as they move up 90 feet each and give the sacrifice fly RBI to Cox. Now 9 RBIs on the young season.
This is where you want to be for him too. He's been struggling a little bit, but got 2 guys in scoring position. You've already got some runs in, so no pressure. Just see it and swing. That
one gets away from the catcher, Power, and jogging home with the 3rd run of the game is Seth Beer in a 3-0 Clemson lead. It's his lead over at first in a 1st and 3rd situation. Wouldn't be stunned at all if there's something on here with a 1-2 pitch. Daly, the shortstop, cut off by Fiala. They get the force, and a run scores, and a 4-0 lead. So give the RBI to Jackson. He's over at first with 2 away. 7th run batted in this season for the Tigers right fielder.
Great this year, so it's almost like they're seeing it again.
This one to center field, Pinder. Runner at 3rd tags. Vierling will come home without a throw, and the Irish are on the board, and they make it a 4-1 game. Of course, he missed the first 7 games of the campaign. 2-2. Little cue shot right to the bag at first. Out will be recorded there. And late on the throw, Zhang, so the run will score. And why Zhang even threw it home, I have no idea, but Tigers get that 5th run of the ball game and once again take a 4-run lead. 3-1 pitch. 3rd base takes a bad hop. Cromwell sees it go into short left field, and it's a 5-2 game as Fiala comes around, and let's see how they score that. That was a Baltimore chop with some extra English. It'll go as a base hit and an RBI in the 1st inning as he drove home Chris Williams. This one hit high and deep to left. Back goes the left fielder Johnson, looking up, and he reaches and makes the catch. Krall made 2 appearances against the Irish in relief last year. Line to left field. That's a base hit in the gap. It'll score at least 1. They're going to wave the run around 3rd, and into 2nd with a 2-run double goes Kyle Fiala, and just like that, it's a 1-run game. Crawl with that extended stretch look to left field. Going to be a long run for Beer, and he's not going to get there. It's off the wall. Well, that really carried out there. And into second with an RBI double to tie the game is Nick Podkul. He gets his second RBI of the ball game, with a dozen so far. This one deep enough probably to score the go-ahead run. Johnson camps under it and left. He'll throw to the cutoff man. They'll hold the runner at second, but tagging and scoring with the go-ahead run is Weston Jackson, and the Tigers move back in front 6-5. Sophomore second baseman. Green, hard shot, knocks it down, throws to first, and that'll do it. Well, Jordan Green was in the center of the action in the past couple of innings, and a nice play there on a hard shot to close this out. And how about Brooks Crawford? Came on with the Tigers having surrendered what was at one time a 4-run lead, but he goes the rest of the way without allowing any further damage. That play by Jordan Green, yet another in a ball game with all kinds of great work afield for this Clemson team.
Pitching typically the answer for Clemson, not really so much tonight other than Crawford, who came in at the right time in the right place, and defense was the thing that shined tonight.
Tigers extend their winning streak, by the way, to 5 games with their 2-0 ACC start. And on the season now, Clemson 11-3. Crawford gets the win to go to 3-0. Brown takes the loss for Notre Dame. He's 0-1. So the Tigers will go for the sweep on Saturday at 1 p.m. And they'll scheduled to send Alex Eubanks to the mound. They'd love to continue the good pitching, and certainly the bats doing their job as well.
And they got to find a way to get Beer going again. I wonder if he's hurt. We're going to have to check that out a little bit. But the Tigers got themselves in a great position right here in this series.
Again, the final here at Doug Kingsmore Stadium. Clemson a 6-5 win, and that's now 5 in a row in their series against Notre Dame. On behalf of Marty Clary, Pete Hannity saying so long from Doug Kingsmore. We'll see you back out here at 1 o'clock on Sunday. We thank you for watching here today, and this has been a presentation of ESPN.